Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction for Tower of God Chapter 574, Season 3, Episode 157. Yeah, excited as always to read, just like getting back into Tower of God mode. I'm like, oh wow, Gastang just showed up, this is exciting. For anybody wondering why this is on Monday, and also why I am so clearly more just awful looking than usual, I'm not recording this until like 12:30 beyond midnight. I've been helping a relative move and move heavy furniture all weekend, even helping them build a new fence at their new house, and I just got home at 9 o'clock, so I had to eat dinner, and I didn't want to put off recording doing Tower of God until tomorrow. I wanted to try to do it tonight if possible still, but I didn't want to get spoiled. Because, like, people might message me, whoa, did you see this? Just assuming that I had read. Or I might see something from somebody else's thumbnails or something like that. So I didn't want to get spoiled. I really didn't want to be spoiled. So I was like, I at least need to record it tonight. But I'll be honest, I'm so sore. I'm so tired. After recording this, I'm going to go to sleep. And then I'll do everything I need to do, edit, render, upload, all that. I'll get this up tomorrow. So sorry it is a day later than the usual, as if it doesn't take me forever to get it up Sunday nights anyway. But yeah, I just wanted to say what's going on. But either way, as always, I am very, very, very happy to be reading Tower of God with you all. So let's get into Season 3, Episode 157. We're starting off. How the hell? And we see, okay, this looks like fully new shots of the characters, with Cha and Gorudo here. Did he just come out of that man's lighthouse? So yeah, we're not getting a recap this time. Why'd the Popedao family head appear from that lighthouse? I find it a little bit hard to. Oh man, I remember El Baba's name. I remember El Baba. I don't remember the other guy's name off the top of my head. I think it had something K syllable, but M. Yeah, it was M Cuckoo. No, something like that. Something similar to that, I think. I can't take them super seriously though because of the outfit. I really feel like this is not the style, ladies and gentlemen. And then, yeah, why'd the Popedao family head appear from that lighthouse? We see Gastang. And then Season 3, The Deal 1. Okay, new title and The Deal. So we're actually brokering some sort of talk here. Damn it. He must have done something to my lighthouse while I was in prison. Is this why he sent me here? To appear at the last moment and take Bomb with him. Shit, Bomb, run. Go. What? I'll stop the branch heads for you. Go ahead and slip away through the escape route. But there's a condition. Condition? You must direct the submarine to the coordinates I send to your lighthouse. As long as you do that, I'll help you escape. But if you refuse my offer, I'll kill you, or I'll kill you all and take only the irregular with me. Now go. And see, this is interesting, because we know that Traumaray was doing this whole thing, having this whole tournament, because he wanted Bomb, and he wasn't going to let Bomb get away. But he didn't want to just kill all of Bomb's friends. He didn't want to just kill Jin Sung, because his goal is to use Bomb. And he can't do that if Bomb is going to completely refuse to work along with him if his friends, mentor, etc. die. But Gastang's just like, I'll kill all of you. So it just shows that Gastang probably thinks, he said to Coom before, I'll find out why I need him later. But it seems like Gastang's like, I don't need him to work with me willingly. I just need to take him. I can kill all of you guys if I want to. So he just needs Bomb. He doesn't need him willingly. He doesn't need his cooperation. I don't want Traumaray to show up before you escape, he says. And Dorsey, let's head over to the submarine for now. What? Okay. And then we have Bong Bong driver time. Kun, Turtle, he's just gonna let us go, thinks Kun. What happened with the family head? What's that four-eyed jerk really up to? Now then, if any of you bugs have a problem with the submarine leaving this place, we have bugs again. Come Come at me, like moths that fly to their death. I'll burn you to a crisp. And we have Gorudo and Cha going with Bomb's group. And then... yeah, sorry, that's Yuri to the left. I was just trying to make sure I was seeing everybody. In the lobby on the top floor of the hotel, Lord Traumeré. And Holen is still in the rubble. It's you, Holen. Lord Traumeré, my tongue. Traumeré. It's been a long time. Gaston. Since we spoke like this. So this is the curse he did. Obviously. I'm sorry, Lord Traumeré. My tongue is moving by itself. You've always been this way. What are you so afraid of? You're so good at controlling other animals. And yet, you hesitate to seize what you really want with your own hands. You're a coward. Damn it, stop this. But remember this, Traumeré. If you don't grab hold of what really matters to you, it'll be taken from you again. If you make another foolish choice this time as well, I'll burn everything you have to the ground. So again, and Traumeré looks genuinely upset, furrowing his brow here. I wonder how much he remembers. But again, we don't know what this means now, and I don't even know if I have enough to speculate accurately. But it's one of those things where further on down the line, we can look back on this scene and be like, we'll know what this all meant. About things being taken from him again, like him making a foolish choice. So interesting. Alright. That bastard Gaston. In exchange for speaking his words for him, you returned by yourself, like a coward, Holen. I'm going to rip out that tongue of yours. Lord Traumeré, please, have mercy. And then we see the image appear on the lighthouse. That must be the lighthouse left behind by that little creature. And then he sees Gaston is there. We have 3 branch leaders on our side. And we can call for more reinforcements. That's probably Albaba thinking. But considering who we're up against, does the number of troops even matter? I would think probably not. I would think even 3-on-1 against a family head, you would need top tier, maybe top 50 ranked people to go even 3-on-1 with an irregular. I'm not sure what's going on, but this is an opportunity for us. Let's get out of here. Okay. No, not yet, says Kun. What are you talking about? We can't leave yet. Kun, we haven't gotten what we want. If we leave now, we'll just be playing into their hands. True, they would just be going exactly where Gaston wants them to, possibly right into the waiting arms of the book club. Don't be scared. There's still room for us to make a deal. At least, if Traumeré decides to come here. So this is why it's a deal or whatever. Then we can start negotiating. This is I like this arc. Kun actually, I know he got tricked by Traumeré and all, but Kun actually being really relatively smart, or maybe he is too arrogant and this just isn't going to work whatsoever, but trying to pit or leverage Traumeré and Gaston's motives and wants against each other in order to try to benefit themselves and get a good deal for themselves is potentially a good thing, given that, again, staying here, Traumeré just wants to use Bomb, but even escaping, it's not like Gaston doesn't want to just use Bomb, and it's like, okay, let's say they go to the coordinates that Gaston wants to send them to. Then let's say they get jumped by the book club, who are strong enough to at least land finishing blows on branch leaders, and they capture them. So let's say they're captured by them, or they're like, okay, we went willingly, and then Gaston's like, oh yeah, I just need to kill everyone except Bomb. From a meta sense, we know that's not going to happen because it would break the plot, but from an in-universe sense, it's like, they don't know if they're just all except Bomb going to get slaughtered, or if they're like, Gaston's like, yeah, I needed Bomb as a human sacrifice, and then proceeds to go ahead and kill him, because they've said multiple times that as strong and as special as Bomb is, he can't take a family head yet. So again, from Kuhn's perspective, it's like just going along with Gaston is like maybe not a good idea either, because they really don't have enough information for that. And we see Gaston is noticing them not running. Why isn't he leaving? And then Gaston is on the battleship. Okay, Lord Traumerey? And it looks like he's just teleporting himself over there. That light, he's teleporting. Lord Traumerey, what do you want? Gaston. This is insane. This is crazy cool because it's just really washing over me that this is the first time that we're seeing like present family heads coming face to face. Like flashbacks are one thing, lore stories are one thing, or even like hidden floor is one thing. But this is the first time that I can think of that we're seeing it in real time. Gaston. And then, I don't remember inviting you into my home. You're always such a slowpoke. You only act quickly at times like this. Damn, what the hell's going on here, thinks Gororo, right? He's just in rebellion. He's on the, like, whole side, or what is it, revolution. He's just on the whole side of this. Of course, I wouldn't mind if those two fought each other, but I don't want to get caught up in the fight. I'm surprised at you, Traumerey. I thought you'd become a scared little coward, too afraid to leave your room. What brings you here? And we have the end of his cigarette being sliced off by Shinsu. And then the scared looks on Elbaba and the other guy's faces. We have live Gororo reaction and Bomb as well. Make no mistake, Gaston. This is my home. And in my home, smoking isn't allowed. And we see this serpent going up his arm. This is so cool. The serpent reminds me of, do you remember Lecalicus? It reminds me of Lecalicus, I think. It reminds me of something. I think it's that it reminds me of. Like the flaming eye, the fact that it seems kind of like an oarfish, but I don't know that the head is shaped wrong for that. It's kind of like an eel, really. But it does look similar to something we've seen before in the past. Oh, you know what? It might be the fantail harp is what I'm thinking of that it looks like. And if it is, maybe this is just, I forget what it was called. What was the full name? Like the something fantail harp, I thought? If so, this could be it just compressed down. But yeah, that kind of looks like it, I think. I think that's what I'm thinking of. And then Gaston smiles and laughs. You've become so much more arrogant since I last saw you, Traumerey. You're the one who seems to have forgotten your manners, Gaston. And then you barged into my home uninvited. I'm assuming you braced yourself for the consequences. Stop acting tough in front of your children. You're just a coward who runs away from the things that really matter. And he tosses the cigarette aside, and we see an explosion. Shut up, Gaston. It looks like the turtle is multi-headed coming up. I warned you. This is my home. Everything here belongs to me, down to the dust floating in the air. And we see the wolf as well. No one here can disobey me. And he takes control over all of the Shinheo. And it seems like he might also be like boosting their power as their anima. The animals, they're changing. The branch leader's animals belong to me first and foremost. Yeah, of course, because we know all of the branches are named after his like 20 creatures or whatever. So all of the branch leader's animals were really just his animals that he lends out to each branch. They change shape when I command them. And it's not only their appearance that changes. What's this power? Their power changes as well. And it's interesting. So I wonder how Hema Slime is going to play into this. I just feel like Chekhov's gun, introducing things, you kind of gotta like bring them back eventually. So her whole reason being here, being that she's looking for her family's like divine creature or guardian creature or whatever, makes me think that, that's gotta come into play at some point somehow. So makes me wonder how that's going to come into play. And then, was he also taking over the lizards in Gororo's mouth? Damn it, no. Leviathan's reacting too, thinks Bomb. This ship is filled with animals under my control. It's the perfect battlefield for me. This is my territory. And we're seeing the turtle heads as well as the badger and wolf. Oh, and we have blades coming? Blades. Interesting. The shape of them and everything is really cool. So is Infinite Blade working yet? Kill them. Interesting. And then we end. That's really cool. Okay. Really, 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 really cool. Really awesome. I feel so... I've only been recording for like 16 minutes, which is nuts. It usually feels like I'm recording forever with Tower of God. But I think this is cool. Just a nice, brisk chapter. Honestly, Siu and his team deserve to take it a little easier because it's crazy the length of the chapters that they've been giving us week after week. Since I am tired, I'm probably not going to discuss for too long. There's not too much to discuss this chapter because of the way it ended. I like all the different stuff going on. I think it's really, really cool. I already mentioned, like, during the reading, different things I think about Kuhn's strategy and why it makes sense that he'd be like, well, we can't just trust we can't just trust the guy. We can't just trust Gaston has our best interest at heart. Best interests at heart. You can't just trust Gaston for that. You really can't. Just like Traumeré, it's a similar situation, especially with the way that he's manipulating things to start this war, manipulating things to get his hands on Bomb. Just going along with his plan, even if it helps you escape here, is maybe not so good in the long run. But I think this conflict and this clash is really cool, and it makes me wonder, how much are we actually going to get? How much are we actually going to see between Gaston and Traumeré? Because I feel like Siu can't go too crazy with it, right? It feels like, not that it's too early, but having two irregular 10 family heads, having them go all out against one another, it's not necessarily that I think it's too early. In a way, you could say, okay, once we see that fight, what else is topping that until Bomb's final fights? But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like Gaston or Traumeré being permanently taken out within the next few chapters or so probably doesn't happen. Please don't spoil me on it if and when something like that does happen, but I honestly feel almost like that's the kind of thing that I maybe would almost be semi-spoiled on. Like one of those things where sometimes you can tell, even if you haven't been spoiled on things, you can tell from the way people talk in comments, you're like, I think they're getting at something, or I think they're asking, if you start asking questions about a certain character who hasn't been around in a while and a lot of people are asking about it, you might be like, maybe that character's returning at some point. I think I said something similar about something else a couple of weeks ago, where I'm like, if something happens, I haven't been spoiled on it, but I've seen enough, things that make me think, okay, maybe that might be something that happens in the story. But I don't know. Yeah, it just feels, I don't feel like any of them are getting taken out too super soon. But yeah, I don't know where this goes. I really, really don't. Because now, Gaston's already in play. Traumeré is already in play. So it's like, what more happens that changes this incredibly drastically beyond what we already have in play? And I can't speculate too much on what we already have, because it's basically just a wait and see kind of thing. Just, we're going to hit you with a cliffhanger, time to wait a week. I get that a lot in other series where it's like, I can't really, if I was doing reviews week to week, it's like, I can't really give too deep of a series of thoughts on this yet, because I don't have foresight yet. But yeah, I'll just end it here so I can stop rambling. Thank you so much for watching. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this chapter, my first thoughts and reaction. Subscribe for more Tower of God, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you'd like a link to the Discord server, it's free and open for anyone. Just ask and I can give you a link. If you would like to help help support the channel, help me keep making videos, then you could drop a super thanks down below. It'd be super appreciated. Or if you want to get One Piece a little early out of it, if you want to get get a shout out at the end of every video, then you can hit join down below, become a channel member, or go to patreon.com/HakuofTheTubes, or link will be in the description, and become a channel member or patron. It'd be very much appreciated as well. Again, you could help me keep making videos, you could help me keep the channel going, and also you get a little bit of something out of it. But thank you so much to people who are patrons and members. I haven't been able to update this today, even though there was a new patron joining. So yeah, I am so sorry I wasn't able to upload it or update it because they just joined earlier, and again, I just got home recording this late at night. Thank you to Chosen Regular Evan Holly. Thank you to Magical Girls, FR Nono, Huarian, and Smeller Dog. Thank you to Cherryton Student David Langstaff. Thank you to Slayer Candidate SG. And thank you to Pure Element. I am going to... Sorry. I'm so sorry. They've been around leaving great comments for like a good while now. I've talked to them a bunch on Discord, but I'm not 100% on how to pronounce your names. You're really... I don't know if it's Pate or Pate Ardalul. I'm really not sure. I really meant to message you and ask how to pronounce your name before getting to this point, but thank you to them for becoming a pure element. Thank you so much. To all of you for your help supporting the channel, and thank you to all of you who stuck around and are still watching even into the outro. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed. Yeah. At risk of repeating myself ad nauseum, thank you again, and I'll see you all next time.